An array of music history has been collected for Guernsey's auctions, A Century of Music, sale on July 14 to 15. Of the lots include the doors from the famed Hotel Chelsea in New York, where many musicians once lived, Benny Goldman's clarinet, and a guitar used by the late Eddie Van Halen.
Precedent were a guide. Some of Van Halen's guitars have been sold not long ago, but they were from the 1990s when they were now started being reproduced, mass-produced. This was a handmade original, and so it certainly should bring a six-figure amount, one would think. How high up is your guess is as good as mine. The Firebird, the tilted guitar right next to it or near it there, used by the original Lynyrd Skynyrd to produce such famous songs as Freebird. And then there are instruments like the Gibson Les Paul Gold Top, I think it's in the middle right over there, that weren't played by anybody famous but are just spectacular and rare instruments. There are many objects in this auction that might surprise you as not being guitars like you see behind me, but for example, the front doors to New York City's legendary Chelsea Hotel, the hotel that the likes of Bob Dylan and Jimi Hendrix and Jerry Garcia all lived in.
The sale will also feature numerous items from the 1969 Woodstock concert, including hand-painted panels and the camera used to capture images during the festival by Barry Levine with the actual images.
We have a fabulous hand-painted sign that was right there on the grounds of Woodstock, along with many other Woodstock treasures from the stage, pieces of the stage at Woodstock in 1969, all the original photography taken on the stage by the professional photographer chosen to be there, that images of Hendrix and Crosby Stills and Janis Joplin from the stage of Woodstock. We have the original slides from those days. So there are things beyond the iconic guitars in this auction that are very noteworthy and might vie for being top lot. All the pictures in this book, and many, many more, were taken by a man named Barry Levine, who was chosen by Columbia Records to be the on-stage photographer at Woodstock. This Leica was on the stage at Woodstock and captured many of the most iconic images in music history back in 1969 that survive and are beloved to this day. There it is. What we have here is certainly, it's an iconic instrument from a different era. This is the clarinet of Benny Goodman, who at one time, even before my time, was as big a name in the world of music as it got. In Washington, D.C., at the inauguration of President Bill Clinton, he played this saxophone. As some will remember, Clinton was an accomplished sax player.
Proceeds from the sale of guitars once owned by the musician Jason Baker will go towards the medical costs of his battle with ALS. The auction will be held via online and bids will also be accepted by email, mail and telephone.